Michigan Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Each and every season, this is one of my favorite games because these are the blue bloods of college football. Two of the winningest programs in the history of the sport. Oklahoma got the win last year against Michigan, and now with Kyle Whittingham under the helm, let's see how Oklahoma at Michigan kicks off here today in the Big House. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Sooners ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Michigan's offense will go on the attack first. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
And this is a great challenge for this Michigan D-line. You think back, David, to guys like Aiden Hutchinson coming off the edge. They just have dudes up front that win the one-on-ones. And it's not just guys on the outside. They've got bodies on the inside that can win too. But as a group, this D-line at Michigan, they've been impressive.
They're dirty, right? And it's fun. The fun thing about them to watch them over the years, you're right. It's defensive tackles sometimes, but every time you look at the draft, you're seeing a defensive lineman for Michigan that's in the first round. And whether it's inside, whether it's outside, they've always find those guys that really affect the passer.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Working that left side. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Trying to get the edge. It's Marshall. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Picks up the first down. There's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense takes the field for the first time in this game. I'm not sure how much they're going to want to go after this guy because very few have had success throwing his way. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll run for it. It's Robinson. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
Unloads quickly. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Here's a little room there. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Working that left side now. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The play-action fake. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Fires quickly. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
And no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Offense scoops it up and still going. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
I mean, the great news is you just came up with a huge completion on 3rd down, but the bad news is you're still miles away from picking up this first because of how poor you were 1st and 2nd down. Moving forward in this game, the offense has got to do a better job early in the drive to at least give them a chance to have some success.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him! And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The sure hands, it's Harris. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. Now a timeout call by the Sooners, that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this.
He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Underwood to throw. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
He'll field the punt and take it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Got his man. Always quick to make the move, and he's out to the 39. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That's reeled in. It's Hansen. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Sooner offense returns to the field. He'll pitch it. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
Gets it out fast. On the move at the 30. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
To the air, it's Mateer. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Under fire! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here, let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
The Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Turning it on. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Doing it himself again. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run pitch by this defense.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
They're dealing with a second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense was all over it. They know third down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
The Wolverines line up to punt it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Rides the option, he keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Running inside, it's Robinson. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Bringing the heat. He's going to go down and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play. But instead, he gives up the big safety.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Caught in the backfield, it's Marsh. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After 3 periods of play, and these two running backs have gone head-to-head. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Throwing, Underwood. Pulls it in, it's Marsh. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
When you play zone coverage, and you've got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The run inside, it's Marshall. Got enough for the first. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Buchanan. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me. When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. A designed run for the quarterback. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Wolverines! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Bowen. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Offense gets set for second down. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
There's so many of these read plays with quarterbacks because they're so smart and they're so athletic now. He makes the correct read, the correct decision, goes and gets the first down, new set of downs. Great job by the quarterback.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Really nice job there by the safety back in the middle of the field. You see his range and the speed. He's able to close on the ball and then knock it away. Nice play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Back to throw, it's Mateer. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right here.
Here's a heat. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you could put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big-time play, really nice play design for a guy with tremendous speed.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Takes the easy completion. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead. The Sooners come down and score one of their own.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So a drive there of 84 yards, and the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. Coming out with it, it's Marsh. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Here's Underwood to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to throw a screen to get some yardage to get a first down.
Makes a catch. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! They move on top here on the 4th. Big Blue with the response.
What a great job by the quarterback. He had to be pinpoint accurate on that touchdown pass, giving his offense the lead here with just seconds to go in the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to end it with what is likely the game winner in the final seconds. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. The pass is incomplete and 1 second is left.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with